Active FM. Radio has never been better.
What is up?
Hey, what's up?
This is the movie show.
On your favorite ORSP.
Yes. Active FM, I'm Sash.
My name's Ryan.
And we are we done with our Guy Ritchie marathon?
I think so.
So we didn't do all of his films, but after the last film, it was just like, we've
Okay,
no, wait.
We've done his best.
When The Covenant comes out, because that's the next film that's coming out now in 2023. When that one comes out, we'll do that one, and then we'll wait for like his future projects.
So we've got a cliffhanger, people.
Yeah. So
Or not really,
I'm shocked though, because like with Quentin Tarantino, we did it to the end.
Yeah.
Guy Ritchie, got to a point where it was just like,
And it's not because it's not his latest work. His latest work is really great.
I feel like we did all the good ones.
We did all the good ones.
We did all the necessary ones.
Yeah.
And now we are going to move on to other things. You know,
Not
there's some crazy good films coming out soon. Starting with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 that's coming out.
Sashi is looking forward to a Marvel film.
I'm so excited. I feel like it's the end for me. Like it's going to be the last Marvel film that I look forward to. Yeah. And then I honestly
James Gunn,
feel like
you've done it.
And then I even rewatched Guardians 1, Volume 1 and Volume 2. And I actually think Guardians of the Galaxy is my new favorite like Marvel thing.
James, you son of a gun.
You son of a gun. And he's now bringing out all of the new DC films. So I might just switch into a DC fan.
Great.
Who knows?
Yeah.
No, but then there's
Looking
other
forward
films.
to that.
Yeah, there's other great films like Oppenheimer, Dune 2. That is my movie for 2023.
We've been looking for, Oppenheimer. Hey,
and Barbie.
That one.
Ryan's been looking very forward to I'm joking.
To being silent in a movie show.
To be silent. Oh wow.
Just to be like,
Hi, this is Ryan. That's what that's
really?
Ryan.
Is that what happened? He did what? Oh, is it? Oh.
Wow.
Okay. Nah.
You know what's funny is so they've done the first. No, it wasn't the premiere. I don't think it was. Or was it the premiere? I can't remember. I don't think it was the premiere.
Premiere for Barbie.
I don't think they've done the premiere. They might have. I don't know. I know that they had, like they have Comic Con. They do that for films. So they had that, and then they still like spoke about the new Wonka movie that's coming out. They spoke about Dune. And I don't know if Barbie was part of that, but Ryan Gosling obviously
wasn't part of that.
Wasn't it?
No. Why would it be part of that?
Okay. So Ryan Gosling plays Ken, and he came there, but the funny part was his hair and it's like he made himself look like a man. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like he didn't have the sleek hairstyle. Like it almost looked like he could have just gotten out of bed. Obviously a hairstylist had done his hair.
What was the movie that we watched, that action film that he was in?
Grey Man. The Grey Man.
Because in The Grey Man, even the interviews for The Grey Man, he had his hair, was it like a white, pink?
Yeah.
Like a light pink.
There was like beach blonde, like
if you've seen The Grey Man, like it's action packed.
That is
like it's a freaking cool man's movie, and there he is, and he's like, I'm The Grey Man, and he's got his hair like all Barbified.
Yeah. Now it's no longer that blonde. He naturally has blonde hair, so it is still like blonde, but it was quite funny.
But it's naturally blonde.
Yeah, it's like
natural.
blonde. Talking about The Grey Man, so the film that we are discussing today, actually, two of the actors that were in The Grey Man are in this film. And it is Ana de Armas and Chris Evans.
Yeah.
So they were both in a 2023 action romance called Ghosted.
You know what? Chris Evans has given, there's a new level of respect to have for the guy.
Really?
Because we watched him in Captain America,
obviously.
and we've seen him how he acts as Captain America.
Yeah.
This really true self
hero.
Yes. And then we watched him in where he was a villain.
Knives Out was the first one that I saw.
Knives Out, and then
Grey Man, he was also the villain with his moustache.
And he was a villain, and he's this very cheeky, naughty, like villain. And then we watched him in this film where he was almost this like sissy boy type of and he's a completely different character in itself.
I've also seen him in his early days. He acted in a film, I don't know if it was called Cell Phone or something. It was actually a very good film. What happens is he gets a phone call so someone gets kidnapped. This chick gets kidnapped, and she phones a number that and it's his number. She doesn't know him though, and then says to him, "I've been kidnapped. I need you to help me." And then the whole film literally is about him trying to find her.
Wow.
It's actually a very cool film. But in that film, he's not a hero.
Just an average
he's
guy.
He's just like this teenager that like I think he just broke up with his girlfriend, and like.
So was he like young?
He was very young, like very young, like a young
Wait,
Chris Evans.
we have to find that film.
Yeah, we actually must do it. My mom happened to watch it, and she was like, "Oh, it was so good, we must watch it." And then we watched it, and yeah. So he kind of reminded me of that in this film, but it wasn't the same. It wasn't even the same. So he does have a very good range to him. Yeah.
What a good actor.
He is a good actor.
I enjoyed him.
Yeah.
I enjoyed him.
And then the director, interestingly enough, is a man by the name of Dexter Fletcher. Now, what
other films has he done?
I'll tell you now.
Yeah.
If you had to say director Dexter Fletcher, I would have been like, who's that? Like, I don't know. But I actually have watched one of his films. He hasn't directed, so he's done quite a few films, but like producer credits, writing credits. But from a director perspective, he directed the movie Eddie the Eagle. I don't know if you ever watched Eddie the Eagle.
Rings a bell.
It's got Hugh Jackman in it and Taron Egerton. I think.
It's animated, right?
No. It's
not animated.
So it's about a winter Olympian that...
Wait, yeah?
What does he do? I think he does when they ski from but it's that one where they start from really high and then they ski like all the way down. I don't know what the exact
Yes, now I remember.
Is called.
And I think I remember watching the trailer.
It's a very good film.
Yes.
I remember thoroughly enjoying it. It's a very, very good film. He also directed Rocket Man, which is the biopic of
Elton John.
Elton John, yes. I haven't watched that. Have you watched it? But yeah. So, and then now he has also done one called Wild Bill, which I haven't seen. That was in 2011, and Sunshine on the Lythe, which I also haven't watched. And then now he's done Ghosted. But get this, Ryan. This is the shocking part. He has an upcoming film, and it is Sherlock Holmes 3.
Oh yeah. So this is gonna be good.
Well, no. I have concerns.
I think it's a good film.
What's a good film?
This film, Ghosted.
So you're comfortable?
I'm comfortable. Let's see what it's gonna look. Okay, I think this is where you're coming from. It's not gonna be good as the first one and the second one.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean it's gonna be bad.
Okay, let's start.
It's gonna be okay.
Yeah. So Eddie the Eagle was a very good film. I thoroughly enjoyed Eddie the Eagle. Ghosted, I did enjoy it. However, I don't know how to word it. I don't know there was something. I don't know if it was because it was down like the comedy. Like The Man from Toronto was a funny film. It was a haha. But like, would you watch Man from Toronto again?
Yeah, I think I would.
Would you? But I think the problem is
you know what, I have to watch that film again. Like if it comes on, I'm like, I want to see this.
I don't think I like action comedy films or comedy action films. I think I like action films that have humor. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm not all for because there's almost this it's not realistic. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So let's just for instance, let's take that whole bus sequence, right? They're driving on a bus backwards. A female is driving. First of all.
Yeah.
A female is driving.
Yeah.
I'm a female, but what female is going to drive back? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Because it adds to a character. The whole thing is that he's this regular guy, and he fell in love with this girl, and she's like this really action-packed, unbelievable action working for the CIA.
So you enjoyed Charlie's Angels?
No, but no. That's different. That's like all girly and stuff. This wasn't girly. It was just like this regular guy that found himself, and plus there were all the other boyfriends that had lost limbs and ears and.
But
all
that's
of that
unrealistic.
It's a movie.
No, wow, now it's
God
a
in
movie.
the Galaxy is not realistic, but it's a very entertaining film to watch.
No, but the problem is, I think this is the problem. So Guardians of the Galaxy, right? You're not in this reality. Straight up. You're not. We don't aliens.
It's an imagination.
Exactly. So already there, your mind is open to anything now because you're dealing with a different universe. There's certain rules within that universe. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whereas this film is set on Earth normal. There's nothing like it's not even Avengers style on Earth. It's literally like on Earth. Do you understand what I'm saying? And then,
well, find the trivia. Did you know that, what was her name? How do you even pronounce her name?
Armas.
Anna really drove the bus backwards.
She didn't. The bus was
Somebody
actually,
did.
The bus was actually, there were 3 different buses. So there was the interior, which they then would have filmed on blue screen.
Yeah.
So she wasn't even driving the bus, people. They were just on a blue screen.
But somebody drove it backwards.
Yeah, but it was probably a male stunt driver.
Ha.
Let's be honest.
How do you know?
Because I'm thinking
How
logically.
do you know?
Okay, comment down below if you think it was a female driving the bus. As a female, I am saying it wasn't.
But you get female stuntmen
you do.
who
you
could do it.
You do, but the problem. Okay, let's go to female stunt drivers, right?
Yes.
Think about Quentin Tarantino's movie. What was that movie called with the female stunt drivers? With Kurt Russell.
Yeah, that one.
That one. You know which one? Where he's that psychopathic stunt man. I can't remember the name now. But like, think about that blonde chick, right? She was literally a stunt woman. Like she in Kill Bill, she was stunt woman. Yeah, she was Uma Thurman's stunt double.
Yeah.
So she was like a proper stunts woman. Look at her body, right? Look at her build. Look at even the way she stands, right?
Yeah.
Now look at Ana de Armas.
It's about skill. We're talking about driving here. We're not talking about taking punches.
But then she took punches.
Yeah, but we're talking about the bus driving here.
Oh, okay.
Look, there probably was a man. Look, it's not impossible to drive. For me, in my opinion, the whole just push a little bit further just really added on to the fact that he's this regular guy. He had a one-night thing with this chick. And she ends up being this like almost...
And he's super needy though.
Like close to... Exactly. So it's this very like opposite in two ends. And next minute he finds himself in a rock. They think that he's the... What did they call him? The tax man.
Yeah.
And it's it's very entertaining.
Yeah.
So I think, would it be possible to drive a bus backwards? It would be very skillful. It would take a stunt man. It would take practice. So they probably had to rehearse it. So yeah. There's a 1 chance in a million that you can pull off something like that in real life. I mean, she still swayed. She still did a whole
the whole yeah.
And they did it in slow mo. I mean, there was even like the 2 guys coming past the window, and they're like, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, so it's just.
So for me with this film,
Showbiz.
it was one of those like move on with your life films. Like it wasn't. That was brilliant. That was amazing. So the cameos were quite funny.
Yeah.
I thought the cameos were very funny. Obviously, they had Anthony Mackie and they also had Sebastian Stan, who are both from Captain America. Like it's literally the Winter Soldier as well as the new
My family
Captain
was crazy.
America.
They're like, wait, why is the whole Marvel universe here as well?
Yeah. Do you know who should have played Ana de Armas' part? Because she obviously isn't in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Who?
Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah.
So then it would have been like Marvel went and made like a so she was supposed to be in it, but due to scheduling conflicts, she wasn't able to. And then the Ryan Reynolds cameo.
Wait, are you saying that they considered her?
She was originally supposed to be in the lead
Are
role.
you for
In
real?
2021, she had the lead role, but then scheduling conflicts, she had to drop out, and then they got Ana de Armas to...
Do you think the director targeted the Marvel
I don't
characters?
know. But I also find actors who work together often stay together.
Yeah.
I don't you'll often...
My 7-year-old son was really let down. Because he recognized him. He's like, wait, that's Falcon.
Yeah.
Wait, that's it. And they're like, wait, they're not really superheroes? I'm like, sorry, my son, it's just movies.
You see, it's that's the problem, Yeah. But then Ryan Reynolds, his cameo was like, ha, 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 ha. Ryan Reynolds
I was
and
waiting
his
for him.
cameos.
Because I looked at the cast.
Oh, serious?
I looked at the cast and they were getting to then I'm like, wait, this guy, where is he? And next minute, there he is. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah, wow. Yeah. So he had a 3-second cameo in this one. And then Chris Evans also actually had a cameo in a Ryan Reynolds film. So in Free Guy that came out in 2021, Chris Evans played himself. I don't know if you remember when they were watching the game, and then Free Guy pulled out Captain America's shield, and then it cut to. I mean, Ryan Reynolds pulled out Captain America's shield in the game, and then it cut to. But now, for example, Free Guy and Ghosted. I honestly would pick Free Guy as the better movie.
Yeah, I would pick Free Guy.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So it was a cute film, but I think if you're into action, romance, comedies. This is your film. This is it. For me, I'm not that type of person. I like a film that, And then also, if you had to look at the different collaborations. So obviously, Ana de Armas was in Knives Out with Chris Evans.
Yeah, that's right.
The first Knives Out with Daniel Craig, and then Ana de Armas and Chris Evans were with Ryan Gosling in The Grey Man. For me, I preferred both Knives Out 1 and The Grey Man over Ghosted. So like, yeah. Obviously, this is the first time though that they've played a romance film together. However, I saw a lot of reviews that said that Ana de Armas and Chris Evans do not have chemistry. People were just like,
Yeah.
So it was just one of those things, we're like, meh. So this is my reason for being slightly concerned about Dexter Fletcher being the director of Sherlock Holmes.
All right.
Based on this film. But now also the problem is like the genre is probably very different. Actors very different. So, and also Eddie the Eagle was a very good film. So I can't now, but I'm just like,
and he does sort of have his specialties. Like if you look at his films, there's it's not the regular film. The regular love story. You can see it's like there's a hint of love story. The only thing is I didn't like the trailer.
I didn't watch the trailer.
And the reason why I don't like the trailer is because it gives everything away, literally.
Oh, is it?
Like literally gives everything away.
Like you watch the trailer, then you watch the movie, you're like,
I should have stuck to my. So what happened was that we watched this as a family. So then I was like, okay, let me just watch the trailer. Let me see if it's what kind of film is it going to be safe. And then I watched the trailer and I'm like, now I know exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah. So it was PG-13. However, I feel like that rating could have been slightly higher.
Well, there was a scene there. We just.
Do you understand?
So I'm
and
not
then
sure how bad it was.
As well. There was language.
There was.
And obviously violence.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah, exactly. So like for me, when I heard the rating was PG-13. They did so well
the whole movie. The next one,
you're like, ah. Yeah, no, I personally felt like the rating should have not been PG-13. Like it should have been slightly higher.
16, 18.
16,
23,
I don't know,
65,
105. No, I'm joking. Yeah, so it was a cute film. It was a cute film.
I would recommend it.
I also feel like
go check it.
You know when actors and stuff are just like messing around. Like I feel like this film there was a lot of improv. I think that maybe it's. I'm not the biggest fan of like an improvised film.
Isn't Ryan also like he does a lot of improv?
Ryan Reynolds. Yeah no, Ryan. His whole. I bet you Ryan Reynolds' whole scene was improvised.
It was just like, dude, just come on, and you're the boyfriend that also was injured and lost something.
Yeah.
Due to,
Did you recognize her first? So not her first boyfriend, but when they were in where did they go? What Arabic country were they in? Was it wherever they were?
Afghanistan.
The boyfriend there, right?
The guy with the black hair and the beard.
Did you recognize him?
I went and Googled him. I'm like, oh, okay.
He played Jafar
that's right.
in Aladdin.
That's where
in the
I saw
live
him.
action Aladdin, which was
I
enjoyed his role because in Aladdin he's Jafar, like he's evil impersonated, like you hate him, and then in this film he was just like the ex-boyfriend,
Yeah, he was just like, ha ha ha.
So that was quite funny. Yeah. Also, though, sometimes their jokes were either dirty or unnecessary. So, like the one, Sebastian Stan, they were all bounty hunters, and he said his name was God, and I was just like,
why?
Really, guys? Like that's. I think for me, like that. When it's unscripted, they become like, there's a certain level of class to a script.
This movie is an adult version of Spy Kids.
That is a brilliant description.
Now that I think about it.
Brilliant description.
The way they're all like superhero-y and especially that part where all the assassins get wiped out.
That was funny though.
Yeah, that
part was funny.
Yeah.
So that's the thing is that's so realistic. Like that wouldn't realistically. Do you understand?
And Spy Kids freaks me out. Can I just state that
the one with the kids, right? It just
feels like all of them feel the same, and like maybe it's okay. But Ryan, you're an adult, so what do you expect?
Maybe Power Rangers also has the same.
I guess so.
I feel like all Power Rangers films have flopped.
But then again, we're adults commenting on a kids movie. So.
Although this isn't a kids movie.
No. I'm not talking about this.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about Spy Kids and Power
Rangers.
However,
this film has done very well. I think it's Apple because it's an Apple TV
original.
Plus. Like an Apple original.
Yeah.
And I think it's the most viewed film on Apple at the moment. So like from a rating perspective, obviously it's got big names from a cast perspective. So I think Apple was just trying to know like get their time in the sun.
Yeah.
Suppose they did. Yeah.
Time in the sun.
But this film would not go on my top films of 2023 list.
Nah.
But then again, I'm not. Yeah, I think I'm just the like you're action, and I'm like, I don't know what I am.
Depth.
Yeah, I am depth. I'm like, it must make me feel a certain way.
Yeah. Must leave there feeling inspired.
No, I'm just like, yeah. It was one of those. But it was. And then did you also see the one villain who with the insect dude, which was very freaky? He was in the Ballad of Buster Scruggs.
Yes.
Do you remember that?
And when I saw him, I'm like, wait, I know this guy. Where
He's
does
got
he
a
come from?
very distinct voice.
Then I Google, I'm like, oh yeah,
It's him, the dude that died in the
That guy.
beginning, and went to yeah. So yeah, this was an interesting film.
Enjoyable.
I will watch Sherlock Holmes 3, but it will definitely give Dexter Fletcher a reputation in my
Yes.
mind. So there's pressure
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
Has he made it yet? No, they haven't.
No, it's
We
in
don't know.
pre-production at the
They're in
moment.
pre-production, so
Yeah.
they're busy planning.
At least
for
we
it.
know it's happening,
If Dexter's listening,
And maybe with Robert Downey Jr. and Jude Law, it will work. Because they already, yeah.
I was gonna say, so they still got the same act, yeah, obviously, because yes, part 3, because that would be very weird.
Yeah. So that's
know?
something to look forward to.
Sherlock Holmes is now played by
Yeah, no.
Dwayne Johnson.
I'd boycott that movie. I'd go to cinemas and burn cinemas.
Just switch it off. Put the
Buy
TV off.
tickets. Cinema 4, thank you. Go and light matches and then burn the cinema down. Just
You know what?
Cinema 4. The rest of the movies
You know
can
what,
play.
Metro? I'm disappointed.
Burn!
Ow. Oh, flip. Put that out there. Okay, we need to run now.
Okay, I'm not going to do that next month. Like someone finds this clip and then I end up in jail.
It
And
was
then
her. Here's the proof.
I was joking. It was a joke. Anyway, before any of us get arrested, this has been The Movie Show.
On your favorite ORSPS.
Until next week.
Cheers.
Peace.